Black Adam considered by many to be the most powerful man on Earth. But what happens if he faces someone who isn't from this planet at all? Someone whose limits go far beyond Earth's boundaries? Can Black Adam truly shift the DCEU's power hierarchy? Could he defeat Superman in a direct fight? Let's find out. The story begins with Black Adam, known in legend as Teth Adam, the original champion chosen by the wizard Shazam and the Council of Wizards. Gifted with the powers of the Egyptian gods, he freed his people from an oppressive king in Kahndaq and became their ruler. Over time, however, his methods grew harsher and more ruthless, eventually leading to the accidental release of the 7 deadly sins, resulting in the deaths of millions. Because of this, Shazam imprisoned him for 5,000 years, only for him to be freed in modern times to once again protect Kahndaq. Black Adam draws his powers from 6 Egyptian gods: Shu, Horus, Aman, Zehudi, Aten, and Meh. Certain traits like the wisdom of Zehudi or the courage of Mehen may be less relevant in combat, but others, such as immense strength, near invulnerability, extreme speed, and devastating lightning attacks, are key to his fighting abilities. In terms of strength, Black Adam is formidable. He doesn't hold back, often eliminating opponents without hesitation. He can launch enemies across great distances, tear apart vehicles, or create destructive shockwaves with a clap of his hands, or even a single punch. One of his most striking feats is catching and holding a colossal statue above his head. Based on its apparent size, similar to the Washington Monument, it could weigh between 80,000 and 1. This ranks among the most impressive strength displays in the DCEU, far surpassing feats like Superman lifting buildings. Given the statue's much greater weight, Black Adam's durability is equally remarkable. Explosions have no visible effect, and bullets, even from heavy machine guns, bounce harmlessly away. Hawkman's metal weaponry managed to stagger him, but without breaking skin. Adam. Smasher briefly incapacitated him with a punch, yet the only recurring threat to his body was the magical Eternium energy, which left cuts and burns injuries he could quickly heal using his lightning. Then there's his speed, possibly his most surprising attribute. Black Adam's movement borders on instantaneous, potentially rivaling characters like the Flash or Superman. In the film, he is shown moving faster than the eye can follow, leaving after images, catching bullets in mid-air, redirecting rockets, and performing a scene reminiscent of Quicksilver's slow-motion sequences, taking down opponents while explosions hang frozen in the background. Black Adam also demonstrates feats that put him among the fastest characters in the DCEU. Beyond intercepting bullets, he's shown outrunning explosions, blitzing Hawkman repeatedly despite Hawkman's ability to react to lightning, and even outperforming Wonder Woman's famous bullet intercept feat, catching a shot fired from closer range while starting farther away. His top speed is further highlighted when he travels from Russia to the Middle East, and then from the Middle East to China, all within seconds, generating a sonic boom as the environment blurs past him. When it comes to offense, his lightning is a signature weapon. He can unleash bolts powerful enough to completely disintegrate opponents, carve holes through mountains, vaporize rock, or blast in all directions to eliminate multiple targets at once. One notable moment sees him using a wide-range discharge to destroy Dr. Fate's clones. His lightning becomes even more dangerous when his temper flares, once causing an explosion that tore through an ancient palace, killing everyone inside, though leaving parts of the structure standing for millennia. Another outburst inside the Innergang mine leveled the entire base, sending most of the force upward and outward. In yet another moment, a lightning strike produced a towering column of water and ice, followed by a shockwave large enough to disperse clouds. Against Sebok, Black Adam was able to focus his lightning entirely on the demon, ultimately tearing him in half in a brutal finishing move. Turning to Superman's side of the matchup, his origins begin on Krypton, a planet facing inevitable destruction. Only Jor-El and Lara understood the crisis, and their solution was to send their infant son, Kal-El, to Earth in a small spacecraft. He crash-landed in Kansas, where Jonathan and Martha Kent raised him as Clark Kent. Exposure to Earth's yellow sun granted him godlike abilities, making him the most powerful member of the Justice League, surpassing Wonder Woman and standing on equal ground with gods like Zeus. Superman's strength feats are legendary. While many moments stand out, one of the most remarkable, though shown only through a newspaper headline, involves shifting an entire tectonic plate to prevent an earthquake. Even with limited details, Such a feat would require roughly 10 teratons of force, placing him in the realm of country-level strength, capable of destroying vast land masses with a single strike if concentrated. This immense power translates into devastating strikes, as seen in battles with General Zod, where their clashes caused massive citywide destruction. Against Doomsday, Superman was able to knock the creature into space with a single blow. His fight with Steppenwolf was equally one-sided. Steppenwolf, a being tough enough to survive moon-level destruction in past battles, was overwhelmed and defeated in minutes. Durability is another area where Superman excels. In his battle with Doomsday, he endured relentless assaults from a creature designed solely to kill him. At one point, the military launched a nuclear missile directly at him in space. While the blast weakened him, possibly exacerbated by earlier exposure to kryptonite, he returned to the fight only moments later. He has also survived the crushing force of the World Engine, a Kryptonian terraforming device powerful enough to alter a planet's gravity and atmosphere. Positioned at ground zero under the beam, Superman not only resisted its pull but pushed through it to destroy the machine, all while weakened. Superman's arsenal extends far beyond physical might. His heat vision is one of his most destructive tools, capable of cutting through metal and triggering explosions. Earlier estimates placed its heat at around 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, but Zack Snyder's Justice League reveals it can burn through Kryptonian metal material that can endure temperatures of 3.5 million Kelvin. For perspective, the sun's core is roughly 1.1 million Kelvin, meaning Superman's heat vision is vastly hotter and more powerful than previously thought. He also wields freeze breath, a hypersonic scream, and unmatched flight speed, allowing him to traverse the globe in moments and react at lightning-fast levels. So, who comes out on top between Black Adam and Superman? Both are portrayed as planetary-level threats, aware of each other's power. Superman himself has implied that Black Adam is the only being to appear who might match his strength, noting the world hasn't felt this level of fear since his own public debut. However, when breaking down their feats objectively, Superman still holds the edge in raw strength. While Black Adam's statue-lifting feat is extraordinary, shifting a tectonic plate if taken at face value requires vastly more power. Even if it were a smaller plate, the numbers still place Superman comfortably above Adam in lifting capacity. In terms of speed, they might be close, but Superman directly scales to the Flash, the fastest man alive, giving him a slight advantage. Where Black Adam shines is in energy projection and combat ruthlessness. His lightning is used more often and with greater versatility than Superman's heat vision, and he shows no hesitation to kill. Against an opponent like Superman, this means he would immediately go for lethal strikes, tearing limbs, reducing foes to ash, or attacking without restraint. Superman, by contrast, typically avoids lethal force, though he can still unleash overwhelming power when needed, as shown in his defeat of Steppenwolf. Some might assume this fight comes down to Superman's weakness to magic, which exists in the comics. But in the DCEU, no clear evidence has confirmed that vulnerability. On the contrary, dialogue from Shazam suggests that only magic can truly counter magic, and yet we've seen non-magical attacks, like Hawkman's strikes, harm magical beings such as Black Adam and Sabbac. This implies that sheer attack power, magical or not, can bypass magical durability if it's high enough. If that's the case, Superman's immense physical force would be more than capable of injuring Black Adam. Considering Superman's superior durability, slightly higher speed, and greater lifting strength, the advantage leans toward the Man of Steel. Black Adam's lightning and ferocity would cause damage, especially early on, but over the course of the fight, Superman's resilience and power would likely prevail. In conclusion, while both are titans capable of devastating the world, the current portrayal suggests Superman still stands as the stronger combatant. Black Adam may grow more powerful in future appearances, but as of now, the odds favor the last son of Krypton.